Alrighty. We are back with more Spyro. I should have taken a drink before I started this because I can feel it in my throat, but I guess that's what I could talk about at the start. It's been a while since I've had an alcoholic beverage. Since I got my wisdom teeth out way back when, and then I got sick, I just haven't had any alcohol. And, I don't think I've talked about it on the channel, but I am someone who enjoys alcohol. Also, real quick, I can't believe it. I forgot this friggin' egg in the first part. So, there we go. We've completed the Sunrise Springs homeworld. I'm dumb and I forgot about that. Anyway, back to the alcoholic drink. Yeah, I'm having a, what's it called? Smirnoff ice screwdriver. I love screwdrivers. Screwdrivers are good, but I love orange juice, so that makes sense.
My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto.
We defeated Ripto.
Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. This pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose I could accidentally let the kangaroo escape. If you were to pay me, say, a small fee.
Yep, since I went out of order last part because I felt like it. Yeah, this is why Moneybags is here. I don't know how he gets hired by the sorceress. We don't question it, but yeah, he's a lot more of a jerk in this game. Nah.
Don't worry, Spyro. Sheila won't stay in jail forever. Sorceress is thinking about having her executed next Thursday.
Oh god, I'm recording this on, well no, it's next Thursday, so it's not this week, so we're fine.
Paid a fortune to keep Sheila the
Alright, let's get Sheila out.
I love your sweet naivete. Your
Naivete.
kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but for the time being, it's making me rich.
You're an asshole, Moneybags.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
Rip Bozo.
I reckon you'd be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, named Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here,
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
and they just left?
Yeah. And the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
Like right now. So yes, we're getting introduced to Spyro 3's biggest mechanic, which we probably should have done in the first episode, but who cares? Which is there are multiple playable
Thanks again,
characters.
Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
And that clever plan is probably me. Okay. Yep, so now we get to play Sheila Kangaroo, and I won't bore you with all the differences between her and Spyro, but basically she's just much more vertically oriented than Spyro's horizontal gliding. See, yeah, the weird thing is like, what is it? So, you know how the Mario games call Mario's jump, like when you jump and land on the ground, a triple, like a double jump and a triple jump? I always call it in this game the super jump, because that's what you have. If you hit jump right as you land, you bounce super high. And then I've always called this a double jump. So, I don't know, this game calls it different things, but whatever. What can I talk about today? Today's been kind of a quiet day. Nothing too crazy going on, which is good.
Home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelet, but I think you deserve it more.
Hard-boiled dragon. Alright, let's go. Is there... I forget. Yeah, there's right up here we want to go. And again, since Sheila only has like the kick and the head bash, I guess you could call it like a stomp instead, but she only has those two moves, so you basically use those for everything. Don't need to worry about something being able to outcharge your kick, really. Let me just double jump this one. Nope. Got a super jump. But yes, I got my notes here. This is something I've been meaning to talk about for like a couple parts now. Like, honestly, since I came back to recording after my huge sickness. Which is the Switch 2 got its handheld boost mode, which made me very pleased. Hello.
Don't worry, I'll just keep kicking this rock until it breaks.
Alright, good luck, dude. But yeah, the Switch 2 finally got its boost mode, which is great. I'm very pleased about that. Basically, it allows Switch 1 games to run in docked mode, in handheld mode. And at least a few games that I've tested. I tested this game on Switch 2, and it does look better in handheld mode. Like, again, if you're playing the Switch version of this game, it's still a bit of a blurry mess, but it does look a lot more like detailed, I guess you could say. Detailed but blurry. A few other games I tried was the Crash and Insane Trilogy and Nitro Fueled. Both of those look a lot better in handheld mode than they did before, that's for sure. I might end up finally 100%ing. I know I said I might do that on the channel, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just play the Crash games 100% them for the first time on my own time at some point. Unless there's some kind of crazy outcry and I haven't done it yet, but I doubt that's going to happen. That's something I've just been meaning to talk about for a while. If you have a Switch 2, definitely, they put it in a weird settings. You might have to look it up because I don't remember the exact location of the option for it. Okay, let's go back and help that one dude before we before I forget another egg like I did with the sunrise or the homeworld egg. I forget a few gems, yeah. I gotta remember the numbers are gonna be off because of Molten Crater. What? See, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where I'm right next to the gem and Sparks just, he's like, nah. I don't feel like picking it up today. There's one in the rock we haven't broken. So we're missing one more red gem, I think. Unless those are two. Nope.
Hey Sheila, let's play a joke. Takes this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
More baby dragons. Okay, let's see. Where did I miss the last red gem, Sparks? Ah, a rock. It's not just any boulder, it's a rock. Okay, that one actually went by pretty quick. I wasn't expecting it to be that smooth for Sheila's first level, but hey, works out for me. This might be a shorter episode because I do have to do a few things. I'm definitely gonna have to pause and make a cut at some point. Nan. Interesting name. And then time to fly. Flying kangaroo, that's how kangaroos fly. Right there. You've seen it here first. Let's see, what else can I talk about with the Switch 2 boost mode? Yeah, I guess if you're testing it out for yourself, the way you know it's for sure active is if you touch on the touch screen and it says the touch screen is disabled. Then you know boost mode is for sure activated. Oh yeah, we haven't done the first level of the game yet. The actual first level, Sunny Villa. I wanted to do Sheila's out first because there is a Sheila section in the first world. So, the music.
Oh my! Can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
All right, buddy. All right. Now this level has a skill point for burning all the trees down, or the potted plants. I couldn't say that for a second. Yeah, but since this is technically the first level, whoa. You guys hear that? Oh, okay. It was like the gem was like repeatedly bouncing for a second.
Just let me catch my breath, and then I'll kick that other guy's butt.
I'll kick that other guy's butt. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think I had that guy glitch out for me one time. I don't know if it was when I was playing the Switch or the PS4 version. But like the gem got stuck way up top, like where I'm jumping. Like imagine it a little above Spyro's head in that area. I don't know how that happened. It took a really weird glide for me to be able to get it without resetting the level. I forgot how good the music was in this level. Yeah, again, if I could give Spyro 3 one thing, especially the original soundtrack, is that, yeah, the original soundtrack is just way better than the other two games. Like, 2 and 1 have some really good standouts, but Spyro 3's soundtrack is just solid across the board. I forgot, did I talk to you again?
We showed those two bullies. If they hadn't outnumbered me 2-1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
Yeah, sure you would, buddy. Oh, red gem. Sparks, you're lacking, even though that one might have been me, just missing it. Yeah, so since this is technically the first world, I'll let this tutorial. I won't be as mad about this one, because technically I should have come here first. Bonk. Yeah, again, since this is the first level, I think it's a running theme in the main 3 Spyro games that the first level, the enemies always run away from you. Or at least the little guys always do. Because, yeah, I don't think in the first homeworld of Spyro 1, I don't think any of the enemies can damage you. Spyro 2... Yeah, Spyro 2 and 3 had it a little bit harder, where the big guys would hurt you, but the small little lizards or the small Rhinox in this game don't. Now, I know this guy can hit you even if you're below him, so... Vanessa! Okay, let's see. Anything else I had to talk about with the Switch 2 boost mode? Nah, not really, other than just I'm finally glad it's here. I know Persona 5 looked better too, which is another game I should replay at some point. I'd love to do the Persona games on the channel at some point. Like right now we're still waiting for Persona 4 Revival info. Yeah, that's an interesting thing I could talk about, at least from a Persona perspective. That's funny. Yeah, from a Persona perspective, I've played Persona 3 FES and then reloaded. Never played the portable. Yeah, I'll go get her. Yeah, I never played the original Persona 3 or portable, but I did play FES and Reload, and if I ever played it, I'd play Reload on the channel. I don't know if I'd play the answer though. And then Persona 4 is an interesting case because I played and beaten the original, but I never actually played and beat Golden. I played some of Golden, but only like, I think barely up to just the first part where, you know, you save Yukiko, and that's about it. And then Persona 5, I've played both the original and Royal through. And again, if I were to play it, I'd play Royal. We'll have to see the differences between... isn't there something up here? Or am I going crazy? Yeah, there is. Get out of here. If I did Persona 5, it'd be Royal, and if I did... I'll have to see what Revival has, because again, I doubt I'm going to be playing those games. And again, if I played any of them, it would be 5 or 3 first, so... You know, Revival will definitely be out by the time I want to play if I want to play Persona 4. God, that game would take forever though, no matter what. Those games are long. Even if I made the videos like each an hour to an hour and a half long, that's a series that'd take a while. Make sure there's no gems on the ledges. I do not want to have to go through this part again, if I can avoid it. Because the one downside, I love playing as Sheila, but her biggest downside is just how slow she is compared to Spyro. Which is, yeah, sad for another character we're going to get later on. I still love him, but I think his level designs are a little bit better, because they're a little bit more, what's the word? Small. So it's not as bad to trek around with his slow speed, but... Get out of here. Get out of here. Any gems on the ledges? Not these ones. Okay, the gems are telling me which way to go. No gem, right? Nope. Ah, come on.
What? Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
Lucy. I'm Child Protective Services going to save the baby dragon. Okay, I gotta walk back, right? Hopefully I didn't miss any gems. I think Sparks is pointing at the exit. Yes, he is. I think so. Marco, buddy, you got anything to say? No. Don't send me after people that have a restraining order against you. That's kind of fucked up. Can I make this? Yes. Let's get this gems. Is there anything else I can talk about before the other big thing I wanted to mention? See my list real quick and take a small sip of drink. Yeah, my throat's a little dry. Oh yeah, I did, I think I've mentioned this on the channel. Bloodborne is one of my, yeah, you're gonna tell me how to save the game. Or auto-save. I think I mentioned one of my favorite games of all time is Bloodborne. I do want to play that on the channel at some point. Maybe even drag a friend to do a co-op run. No, not the big chicken. Run, chicken, run. Rip, chicken. Yeah, I want to play Bloodborne on the channel at some point, but I've always viewed a certain game called Nightmare Creatures as a, like, I don't know, almost like a spiritual prequel to Bloodborne. Whoa.
I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
I glitched out the camera there somehow by, like, jumping on the thing. Oh, fried chicken. Those poor giant chickens. You want any gems? No. Alright, let's talk to this guy and then I'll finish my thought. A giant chicken egg. It's Bernie Sanders. No, wait, not Bernie Sanders. That's the politician. And we don't be political on this channel. What's the Colonel's name? Colonel Sanders, the guy who owns KFC. What's his? Did they ever say his actual first name? Did they? I can't remember. I know that's what the reference is supposed to be because he does the chicken dance and, you know, chicken eggs. So yeah, it's supposed to be a reference to the Colonel, but my brain immediately thought of Bernie Sanders. I think the trees reset if you leave. Oh wait, I need to do the, I almost forgot about that. Let me do that first before we go into the In the original game, I would be looking forward to it, but I'm really not as much. I'm not looking forward to it as much in the Reignited because it's just a bit jankier, which is the skateboarding. I think anybody who's played it will tell you that, like, the trick system just doesn't work as well. Like, you'll do tricks, but it doesn't register it until, like, after you've, like, gone past the point. So, like, if you do a backflip, you gotta do, like, a little bit more than a full backflip to get it to count. Oh, I did save it. Miles? I'd like to play the Spider-Man games at some point. That'd be a fun... At the very least, Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. Those are good games in my opinion. I think I've mentioned this on the channel before, but I think Spider-Man 2 is pretty mid. But Miles Morales and the original are both pretty solid games. But yeah, anyway. Nightmare Creatures, like a spiritual prequel to Bloodborne. I finally got a copy of the N64 version. I went and dusted out my old N64 and got it all set up, and only to find out you need the game pack to save the game. Like the thing you could plug into the back of the controller, so I'll have to track one down because I never played Nightmare Creatures and I really want to.
Hey Spyro, I found this gladiator training arena that also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills?
Yeah, sure, Hunter.
I bet you can't catch all 15 lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
Hunter, I'm gonna be skating laps around you, even with the janky controls of the Reignited trilogy. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of deja vu from this, because, you know, they just want you to get used to the skateboard and stuff, but you're basically gonna be doing the same quest twice. Just the first one you're allowed to wipe out, the second one you are not allowed to wipe out. And I'm probably not gonna wipe out on the first one anyway, so. I will say be careful of corners though, because they can be a little bit funky when you skate over them. One thing I should mention is make sure you press X, A, whatever the jump button is, right before you hit the end of a ramp. I'll show it here. If you don't press jump, you kind of just meander off. So, I've seen some people have that issue, and anything blue is counted as a half pipe, and the orange is counted as a ramp jump, so. Get out of here, dude. Yeah, so there you go, half pipe. Bonk. Okay, I did wipe out. Alright, at least you get to see it. What the fuck? Okay, the game bugged out for a second. I lost control of Spyro. Yeah, we won't be able to wipe out the second mission, but it lets me get some of these gems real quick. The music loop. Did you guys hear that? I've been spending too long on this level as it is. Yeah, I think it's possible to get them without the skateboard, but you gotta be like super quick. Maybe it's not, actually, I don't know. Let's see, let's get these gems. But yeah, I need to track down a N64 game pack. Yeah, they purposely run around while you're on the skateboard, but they'll just immediately hide. Oh my god, this dude. Come here. Should be getting all the gems, so I'm still missing a few here. You know, let's get all the gems real quick before I can I just... Oh yeah. This is the other thing I hate, is like wiping out in the Reignited trilogy is a lot harder. You actually have to like go up a ramp and purposely like crash some... Even that didn't count. I think if I just do this, I could crash. Oh, there we go. Crash Bandicoot. Oh, are they up top? Okay, I guess I need a skateboard then. Yeah, I gotta look up like what other games required the game pack. Because I'd like to work on some of my N64 collection. Did I miss gems? I hope I didn't. No, I know I didn't miss any of the Sheila sections, so. Let me see, is Sparks... Oh no, well that's not it. That's definitely not the rest. Oh, it is the rest. Okay, great, we're done then. Outside of getting this last lizard and doing this mission a second time. As I wipe out. Because this game is janky. It looks like you wipe out when you get on a skateboard.
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
Hello, Emily. Goodbye, Emily.
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not gonna be easy, though.
I mean, I don't know why you'd have to have me do that to get another egg, but alright, Hunter. You and your funky challenges. Come here. Yeah, what is it? I've been also looking for... What's the game called? Space Station Silicon Valley for N64. I know it's a bit of a pricier game. So... But I'd really like to play it. It kind of seemed to have that, like, early idea of what Mario Odyssey did, where you're, like, taking over enemies to do things. So, it really intrigues me. The reason I know about a lot of these games, by the way, is I watch Nitro Rad. If you don't watch Nitro Rad, you should watch Nitro Rad. I like his videos, so... He's the one who kind of introduced me to like the indie horror scene, and there's a lot of indie horror games I'd like to play on the channel at some point too. So try to play it safe here. I don't want to mess it up and have to. Oh, let me make sure I land straight here. There we go. Thankfully, the momentum, damn it, doesn't carry. Darn it.
Too bad. Maybe you'll do better this time.
Yeah.
Get 'em, Spyro.
You know what? Well, okay, one more, and then I'll cut ahead. I'll just try to shut up here and just do the mission real quick.
Whoa, that was sweet! And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
Good job, Hunter. Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy. Anyway, yeah, I might try fast forwarding that in post instead of like cutting it out. We'll see. Maybe I'll just edit that part out or just edit to the end. So we have completed Sunny Villa. So let us exit the area. We can exit the level. And despite, you know, it's a little bit of a shorter part today, but I think that's fine. So, you know, I still got stuff to talk about next part. I just didn't want to go into it if I wasn't feeling up for it. I guess I should have said in the beginning of the part that I'm feeling a little under the weather. So my commentary's definitely probably sounded a little bit more down in the dumps. But a 30-minute part is good enough, even though it was only 2 levels. Yeah, this game's going to get a lot longer, and especially with me rambling like an idiot. But on that note, thanks for listening to me ramble if you stuck through to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next part.